Seaman is a naval rank and is either the lowest or one of the lowest ranks in most navies around the world. In the Commonwealth it is the lowest rank in the Navy. The next rank up is able seaman, followed by leading seaman, which is followed by the petty officer ranks. In the United States, it means the lowest three enlisted rates of the U.S. Navy and U.S. Coast Guard, followed by the higher petty officer ranks. The equivalent of the seaman is the matelot in French-speaking countries, and matros in German-speaking countries. The term seaman is also a general purpose for a man or a woman who works anywhere on board a modern ship, including in the engine spaces, which is the very opposite of sailing. This is untrue in the U.S. Navy, where a sailor might be a seaman, but not all U.S. Navy sailors are a seaman, as they might be an airman, fireman, constructionman, or hospital corpsman. Furthermore, seaman is a short form for the status of an able-bodied seaman, either in the navies or in the merchant marines. An able-bodied seaman is one who is fully trained and qualified to work on the decks and superstructure of modern ships, even during foul weather, whereas less qualified sailors are restricted to remaining within the ship during times of foul weather, lest they be swept overboard by the stormy seas or by the high winds. Canada. There are 4 grades of seaman matelot in the Royal Canadian Navy. The rank of Master Seaman is unique because it was created only for the Canadian Navy. It does not follow the British tradition of other Canadian ranks. It corresponds to the rank of Master Corporal, Caporal Chef, France. Matelot 2E class, or apprentice seaman, and matelot brevet designations of the French Navy. Matelots are colloquially known as mousses. Germany. The German rank of seaman is the lowest enlisted rank of the German Navy. It is equivalent to A1 in NATO and is a grade A3 in the pay rules of the Federal Ministry of Defense. Greece. There is 1 grade of seaman in the Hellenic Navy. Italy. The Italian rank of seaman is the lowest enlisted rank of the Italian Navy, equivalent in NATO to A1. The Soviet Union and Russia. Much Russian military vocabulary was imported, along with military advices, from Germany in the 16th and 17th centuries. The Russian word for seaman or sailor was borrowed from the German matros. In Imperial Russia, the most junior naval rank was seaman second class. The 1917 revolution led to the term Red Fleet man until 1943, when the Soviet Navy reintroduced the term seaman along with badges of rank. The Russian Federation inherited the term in 1991, as did several other former Soviet republics, including Ukraine, Azerbaijan, and Belarus, with Bulgaria using the same word and the same Cyrillic orthography. Estonia and Latvia use closely related loanwords. United Kingdom. In the Royal Navy, the rate is split into 2 divisions, AB1 and AB2. The AB2 rating is used for those who have not yet completed the professional task books. The rate of ordinary seaman has been discontinued. United States. Seaman is the 3rd enlisted rank from the bottom in the U.S. Navy and U.S. Coast Guard, ranking above seaman apprentice and below petty officer 3rd class. This naval rank was formerly called Seaman First Class. The rank is also used in United States Naval Sea Cadet Corps, a naval-themed uniformed youth program under the sponsorship of the Navy League of the United States. The actual title for an E3 in the U.S. Navy varies based on the subset of the Navy or Coast Guard, also known as a group rank, to which the member will ultimately be assigned. Likewise, the color of the group rate mark also depends on the subset of the Navy or Coast Guard in which they are serving and which technical rating they will eventually pursue. Those in the general deck, technical, weapons and administrative groups are called Seamen, and they represent the largest group of Navy and Coast Guard personnel in pay grades E3 and below. They wear white stripes on the blue uniforms, and navy blue stripes on the white uniforms. Those in the medical group are now called hospitalmen. Quote, in October 2005, the U.S. dental technician rating was merged into the hospital corpsman rating, eliminating the dentalman title for E3 and below. Those who once held the rank of dentalman have become hospitalmen. They wear white stripes on the blue uniforms, and navy blue stripes on the white uniforms. After the completion of their air school, they wear a caduceus of the same color as the stripes on the uniforms. On their combat uniforms, a hospitalman wears the caduceus on the tab of the left collar tab. This rating was previously called pharmacist's mate, and HMs are colloquially referred to as corpsmen in the naval service. Hospital men exist only in the U.S. Navy. Their equivalent in the U.S. Coast Guard is the Health Services Technician, which is sourced from Seaman in that service's administrative and scientific group. Those in the shipboard engineering and hull group, comprising conventional and nuclear power plants and propulsion, as well as the hull maintenance area, are called firemen. Quote, they wear red stripes on both the USN and USCG blue uniforms, and, in the case of the Navy, white uniforms. Those in the aviation group of the Navy and Coast Guard are called airmen, and they wear green stripes on blue uniforms and white uniforms. Enlisted personnel in the construction group, which primarily populates the U.S. Navy's civil engineering construction battalions, are called construction, and they wear light blue stripes on both the blue and white uniforms. Constructionmen are unique to the U.S. Navy. There is no U.S. Coast Guard equivalent. No such stripes for E1, E2 or E3 are authorized to be worn on working uniforms, e.g., Navy work uniform, USCG operational dress uniform, coveralls, utility wear, flight suits, hospital and clinic garb, diving suits, etc. However, sailors with the pay grade of E2 or E3 are permitted to wear silver anodized collar devices on the service uniforms. Some sailors and Coast Guardsmen receive a rating following completion of a military technical training course for the particular rating known as an air school. Other sailors and Coast Guardsmen who have completed the requirements to be assigned a rating and have been accepted by the Navy Personnel Command Bureau of Naval Personnel are the Coast Guard Personnel Service Center commanders holding that rating are called designated strikers, and are referred to by the full rate and rating in formal communications, as opposed to simply firemen, though the rating is often left off in informal communications. Those who have not officially been assigned to a rating are officially referred to as undesignated or non-rates. Once selected for a particular rating of their choice, they become eligible for advancement in the community.